Hello, my name is Dr. Craig Woods. I'm a veterinarian and a clinician. I'm going to talk today about a very frequent problem that we have as dog owners, fleas and ticks. One of the common questions that we get is, can we use dog products on my cat, a dog flea and tick product? And the answer is no. Unless they are specifically labeled for cats, do not use them on the cat, because the dog products can contain certain insecticides that kill the fleas and ticks, but those same insecticides can be lethal to a cat. The best way to remove a tick is pretty simple. Wear gloves, try to grasp the tick as close to the skin as possible, and with kind of a consistent tug, pull back on that tick until it releases. Don't yank it out, but just apply gentle pressure to try to remove it. Oftentimes after about 10 to 15 seconds, that tick will release, and then I often will recommend putting it in alcohol. Just don't flush it down the toilet. Put it into rubbing alcohol, and that will kill the tick. The question we often get is, does that tick have a particular disease? And the short answer is, we don't know. But we have to always err on the side of caution and just assume fleas and ticks, if they're on your dog, can be suspect to carry diseases. A lot of owners think that just because the winter months come or it freezes outside that we can let down our guard to fleas and ticks. And the quick answer to this is that we really shouldn't, because fleas and ticks can set up residence within the household and continue to infect that dog or feed on that dog over the winter months. Reducing the exposure or the level of infestation of fleas and ticks really requires that we use three different approaches. One is the animal needs to be treated. So spot-ons or sprays are typically good measures there. The other is the dog's premise needs to be sprayed or treated, which is usually the bedding and other areas that dog may inhabit inside the house. And if you own a yard, it's also important that the yard be treated in those areas that the dog has access to. I've got Scout here. Scout's a corgi, and we're going to demonstrate how to put a spot-on topical flea and tick product onto Scout. And normally I would clip this off and have it prepared to go, but for demonstration purposes, what I'll do is just kind of walk you through the best way of doing this. First of all, the dog should be dry, and I do recommend that you wear gloves when applying any type of topical insecticide or pesticide. In this case, what we want to do is make sure we got a hairy dog here. So you want to make sure that you part the hair appropriately, typically between the shoulder blades. It's important that you read the instructions on where to apply it. Some do in the shoulder blades and back here. In this case, we'll just evidence or show how to do it between the shoulder blades. But make sure that you do part the hair. You want to get down to the skin and apply it in a linear fashion from front to back in about probably a 2 to 3 inch segment. So what I would normally do is clip this off with some scissors, and then part the hair and apply it as so. And then it's important afterwards that you go ahead, put the hair back up, and then make sure that the dog is not bathed or gets into water for at least 24 hours after you've applied this.